5 weeks till launch. EAPublishingMethodBook.com. I am super excited to get it in your hands. It's a game changer, and I'm very thankful for how comfortable I am doing this. I was literally just editing the captions on a previous video, and it made me think of my friend who is on TV, and she'll text me like, "Hey, how's it going? We got to talk about the thing." And she's like, "I'm like, what are you up to?" And she's like, "I'm gonna go live." On She's going live on television like in 2 or 3 minutes, and I want to give her a shout out. Thank you, Victoria Wick. She was one of the first people who got a bulk order of the books to give to her friends, and I'm very excited about getting this in your hands. So the Expert Authority Effect Publishing Method, yes, I'm showing it off, and we're getting closer and closer to launch, and I'm very excited about that. So we're going to stick with the tradition and stay consistent. Welcome to Mario's Book Club, and there's a few reasons I'm saying that, and it's how I started my show. More on that later. But let's go to chapter 4 on page chapter plan, chapter 4, publishing, page 97. Oh, don't fall off, don't fall off. Keep the case jacket on. They can't see till they buy it. Something special on there, and no, I'm not revealing it, and no, I'm not going to tease you with it because there's a lot of other good stuff I have. Okay, publishing. Show it off. Publishing. More good quote. This one's from Voltaire. We're going to get it right this time. Let us read and let us dance. These two amusements will never do any harm to the world. I agree. Both fun. Publishing. See what we got here. How long is this one? Oh, this one's kind of nuts also. So if you didn't hear or didn't see the last one, I was talking about how long chapter 3 is because it's all the nuts and bolts on it's called plan, because you have to plan out the book before you can publish it. And I should have remembered that publishing is kind of like what some people don't even do. And I'm not making a slight about all the people with, oh, dang it, crap, it just turned the pages, ebooks. Now I am, just to be clear. There's a lot of people, oh, I got a book too. I remember I was at an event in Summit. This one's pretty hefty too. This is good. This won't make a 15-minute video long. I just got to say, I'm very proud of myself because I just checked the video footage on the last one, and it came in at 14:59. That is special to me. So it goes from page 97 to 129. So that's over 30 pages. It's not quite 60 or 70, but that's still pretty good here. We getting that? Camera crew, pan the camera. Let's see what we got here. So publishing. This one is special to me because, joking aside, there's a lot of people who are really good writers. They have a manuscript. They've never published. There's people who are really good at coaching someone to get the writing done, but they don't know how to publish. There's other people that focus solely on publishing, and they drop off subpar books. They drop subpar books because it's like it's all important, but I think there's so many people that front load the front end. Whatever I just said. There's so many people that do so much on the, oh, I can show you how to do a cover, and I can do this design, and I can do that. They get to the first 40%, but never get to the finish line, even the halfway mark. So I count ebooks, and let's see if I can hold this without losing either or. Ooh, tricky. It's like surfing. If you're doing an ebook, I would count it as like 5 to 25 pages. If you have actually written a 50 to 100 page book, let's start there, or more, because even sub 100 pages, sub 150 for a printed book is kind of slim. That's a whole other thing. But if you've done 50 to 100 pages and it's only in if you've done 100 if you've done 50 to 100 pages and it's only in ebook, you should print it. My first iteration of my first book was somewhere around 70 or 80, and I was very proud of it. It was something special to be able to hold it. I'm not even going to get into the case jacket and hardcover. Like, I'm not even going there. Good for you. 50 to 100 pages is no joke, okay? Doing a 5 or 10 page thing, like most of us have PDFs are that length. So if you're really aiming for, I want some glitz and glam and I want to do like the full-on package like we do with our concierge clients, they're going to be 150 plus. I'm not saying you have to jump into that, but if you have an ebook that's more than 50 to 100 pages, please, 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 for the love of God, I'll give you a pass on how good the quality of the printing is. I'll give you a pass on all the other jokes I make, but you should really get a copy of the book and do it right. eapublishingmethodbook.com. Just saying. But just print the frickin' thing. I don't even care what you do. There is something psychological that goes into I'm going to stay here versus I'm going to play there. Because I didn't print mine the first year. And it absolutely had something to do with it. And every single person I've tracked over the last decade that stays here and doesn't go there, it doesn't take off the way they want. It's not going to do what they want. And there's always something else playing. And they've told me about it. And it's always some internal personal issue. Get it printed, and if you feel any resistance, you know you're on the right track, okay? Don't stay in the ebook lane. I'm not talking, don't do a Kindle, don't do a this or that, Apple iBooks. I'm just saying if you have a PDF, print it and see if you can get that far. That's why I'm excited about the publishing chapter here, because it's actually how to publish it. Not only as a Kindle and an ebook, there's a little spruce little bit about an audiobook, but there are apparently 35 pages of stuff here. So 97, I talk about Kindle, physical, paperback, hardcover. Keep it simple. Just the fact you can hand this to someone is something special in itself. I talk about Kindle Direct Publishing. If you do nothing else, it's probably one of the easiest options. I'm not going to say it's the best. And I'll tell you what, in the book, I don't even say it's the best. It's one of the easiest. There's probably 10 or let's see how many pages. Yeah, 116 to 99. That's at least 15, 16 categories. I actually have a category video. If you go to freebusinessbookpublishingcourse.com, it's one of the free giveaways. I have categories are absolutely critical, and there's like high-level categories, subcategories, specific categories, niche, super niche categories, specific niche, super niche. So I'm not going to read this off. If you want to hear me saying this, go fast forward to the audiobook. I actually do read them off, so that way if you are listening to it, you can hear them. But there's literally a dozen or two, and then you break it down. Can you see that? There's even more. I'll give you the high level. If this is the only thing you see to begin with, I'm sure you know what it's like to go to a web page and go deeper and deeper, aka Wikipedia or Amazon. Antiques and collectibles, architecture, art, Bible, biography, body, mind, spirit, business and economics, computers, cooking, crafts and hobbies, design, drama, family and relationships, games, gardening, health and fitness, history, house and home, humor, language and arts, law, literary criticism, mathematics, medical, music, nature, performing arts, pets, philosophy, photography, poetry, political science, psychology, religion, science, self-help, social science, sports and rec, technical and engineering, transportation, travel, true crime, to name a few. And then each of those, flip the page. Next time you go to Amazon, you may have never done this, but when you're looking for a movie or a book or anything, they all get niched down. Like some of these go 5 and 6 levels deep. And I talk about it here and break it down and everything. So pre-order, pricing, Kindle, ebook, softcover, hardcover. Amazon doesn't. That's where I share the one thing Amazon doesn't do, and you'll have to get the book to realize it. It's on page 114. I will give you this, because this is actually the crux of it all. There's a whole lot of technical stuff. Here's how to get the printer, the paper, the ink, and all that, just like any business. How do you do a live stream like this? If you ask me what I'm doing to pull this off, there's more to it than just turn on a camera and say hi. Your prospects won't finish it. Implement your expertise and realize their own transformation. So the longer you make your book, some people set out to go, I'm going to write this 300, 400 page. I want to look like the expert. I don't take anyone on that only wants to look like the expert or appear at a higher level than they actually are. They have to already be at that level and understand what the purpose is and actually serve someone. Hint, similar criteria to who I invite to be a VIP guest on my show. I want people that are actually doing stuff and actually helping people and creating a ripple effect for the better, okay? There's all these different things. I'm not even going to get into this. It's where to get it printed, color interior, white paper, black and white, blah, 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 bleed settings. I'll give you trim size. Go with 6x9. Paperback cover finish, glossy matte, print, distribution, blah, 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 blah. And then it's the end here of the chapter, okay? The important thing is you get the book in your reader's hands, your ideal prospect's hands, the ideal customer's hands, the audience you're looking to help. What is your goal? Who are you trying to help? And does the information make sense? The rest is basically Photoshop. My designers are going to nitpick at me again because there's something in the book. I go, basically, you just save it and do this. That's technically not true. Technically, this was done with InDesign. There's Illustrator, there's Photoshop, there's all kinds of stuff. So just catch the concept. Don't worry about all the fluff if your content is trash. And if it is trash, think about who you're trying to help. It will help reveal what you should be saying and when and to whom. If you don't have that, the rest don't matter. If you don't know who you're talking to, there's no point in finishing it. You should go back to step one, figure it out, and then continue on properly. If you want to put some hacked up stuff together and call it a book, Merry Christmas. God bless you. You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend it. That's why I started the book, not with chapter 3 or 4, but with 1, your purpose. Okay? So I'll see you in the next one. Once again, get a copies, get a bulk order to give them to 100 people. Like, seriously, I'm trying to help 10,000 plus businesses. It's going to be easier if you get like 50 or 100 and then give them out to people who actually want them. Okay? These ones are special. I'm not going to tell you why, but you'll see it and you'll feel it. So, eapublishingmethodbook.com. I'll see you in the next one. And I really sincerely, I already have like 5 or 6 books. I really sincerely want you to have your own and hold it up like this. That will make my day. Have a good one.